This is a special birthday reading going out to K Money, aka Momo, aka Monica with the K, Moni K, K Moni, K Money. Is that good? Is that no? No, okay, sorry. I thought about doing a poem because you're a poet, but I was like, if I was gonna do a poem for Momo, it would have to be better than So-So, right? Otherwise, it is a no-go. And I could go do it a slow show. Um, I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah. So I do know that you like to row and that you're probably not slow. Up here we got snow. Yeah. Anyway, so I won't do it. That's all. Because I just know that I couldn't get it to flow. All right. Mexico, Chicago, anything with an O in it. Because the one thing I do like about poetry, I mean, I like many things, but I do like rhyming. I think it's really delicious. Okay, let's get to cards. Enough of this fooling around. Today is December 22nd, Momo's birthday. I won't repeat the age because maybe, I mean, she wrote it in public in a worldwide famous she. Why am I saying she? I'm talking to you, Momo. Yeah, you know how old you are. Why am I know, okay, so I did a special reading for my niece Ava for her birthday, and I put Ava's birthday reading. You probably don't want to watch it. Something like that in the title. And it got more views than my average video. I'm like, okay, so Momo, there's a lot of things I won't say in here because other people are watching, but we're gonna have a good time. Anyway, for you, we're gonna start with this deck just because you give that warrior vibe. I don't know if you always have. I kind of think you always have because you said something in one of the comments about like what people have said about how you talk and what you say, and I can't remember exactly, but it sounded like you were kind of blunt and funny and just you said what was on your mind, which to me sounds like a very Chicago thing to do anyway. And then it sounds like a very like European thing to do. They kind of say what they say. So maybe no. I was gonna say maybe you're influenced by your location, but we're all influenced by everything, so it just doesn't even matter. All right, I'm gonna let you pick. K Money. How are you feeling today? Are you feeling dead center? You see these what look like bright orbs. Moons? Well, I think, oh, butterfly. Oh. It's magic. I have to cover this up because, yeah, that's even more graphical than the old traditional deck. Okay, I'm gonna try to read this. Intikana. Child of the light. All right. I'm gonna try to read it to you the best I can. You have outgrown your past, Momo. You are making your way across the threshold of initiation toward the new life awaiting you, Momo. Divine light. Can you see this? Okay, divine light has been accumulating on the inner planes, gathering in readiness for beneficial release, Momo. A harmonic convergence of events and circumstances in your physical world will set the place for that light to pour forth and manifest as grace, Momo. There is nothing truly bright and blessed that shall shine through you. There is some, sorry. There's nothing. I thought, oh gosh. There is something truly bright and blessed that shall shine through you, Momo. Be patient and hopeful as you reach for that which uplifts your heart. Soon you shall be warmed by the emanation of greater light in your world, Momo. Yeah, that's cute. Oh my gosh, and I didn't cover, I'm gonna say him. That way, you know. We got moons and butterflies and natural looking, very southwesty looking. I like the southwest. I lived in Las Cruces for a while. Lived in Texas, which isn't really Southwest, but yeah. Okay, what are we doing? Oh, I forgot what we're doing. Oh, yeah. Well, let's fearlessly see what the traditional deck has to say. I'm gonna do 2 videos today, Momo. So I'm just gonna do a reading. If something funny pops up, it'll pop up. In the other video today, though, I feel very, very, very compelled to talk about the love for our own bodies and the relationship you have with your body and how loving it should be. And I hope that lines up with cards. That'd be cool, too. Okay, what do we got on the bottom? I never checked this out. 3 of Pentacles. I'm not going to interpret that for you because you're the one. Just might mean something to you. Might mean something to you. Okay, last shuffle. Get the 3 tarot reader knocks. I give it a couple kisses, a couple taps to the heart, a little bit here. You know what I was thinking about? Speaking of chakras, because I know I'm on the chakra train right now. I was thinking of it because you know they've got the 7 chakras that are part of your body, but then there was a person talking about the chakras below your body and above your body. I mean, you know, if you're gonna picture them. And then I was like, well, gosh, that's just like the wavelengths of the rainbow that we don't see on either end. Is that what's going on? Are we just a big rainbow? And the only reason you can see what you see, or the reason, is because it manifests in a physical, like we're a physical medium. It's like when light travels through water, it changes direction or whatever, you know, maybe we're a, oh my gosh, we're a prism. Oh my gosh. Oh. All right, enough shuffling. Spirit, let's vessel up for Monica. Let's get this going. What do we got? I'm gonna read these reverses, everything. The Hierophant in reverse, the 9 of Cups in reverse, and the 8 of Cups regular. Let's show you. Let's show you. So 9 of Cups. I'm gonna center in on 9 of Cups, and it obviously it's like, I think with 9 of Cups, when they're regular and upright, it says, be careful what you wish for, you might get it, right? Like, and that guy's sitting there kind of like, look at what I got, you know, and I've reached a pinnacle. And so this is telling me the opposite, like, maybe not like you won't get what you want, but more like, satisfaction, like physical not physical, you know what I'm talking about, but like earthly satisfaction doesn't feel like enough. And the Hierophant in reverse just feels like turning spiritual, like dogma, upside down, right? Like there's an old way of doing things and it just doesn't suit you, and it's time to move on, right? Like move on to something new. And so this must be the past, right? Like this is the past, because this is obviously what you've already done. And that's the terrible thing about knowing something about you, is I already know that part. I already know that part. Those are just the fun details. I wanted to work Popo into the poem, but I was like, how do I bring police into this? And maybe it's Popo for poem, and then maybe it's Popo for Poland, and I don't know. All right, the Moon, Justice in reverse, and the Sun. What? Okay, I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. I'd love to hear what you think, but that's it's so bright in the middle, or on all around you. It's opportunities and honesty, truth, and authentic, whatever, and it just feels so pure and real and galactic and big. And then you got in the middle justice flipped upside down. Mm-hmm. And to me, I mean, the only way to change what justice is to change the way you think about it, right? Or about a particular situation. And it reminds me of several of the dumb little shows I've watched over the last year, where the good guy does something that another party could look at as bad, but it was for the greater good. Oh, I was like, why did my lighting change? And I forgot. I left my TV on, and now it's like trying to shut off, because it's like, why aren't you watching me? I broke a rule already of this reading. See, we're breaking rules, because usually I turn the TV off and I throw the remote, because I don't want any electronics in here vesseling up, screwing up the vessel. Anyway, so I feel like this is saying, maybe really look at what you think is right or wrong, good or bad, you know? This is the serious part. I'm not joking around on this part, Momo, because maybe you're missing opportunities. You know, maybe they're behind this, and you just gotta like release some of your own judgment. Not judgment, but yeah, like, I don't know. It's like, what are you sticking on that's keeping you from just... Sorry about the halter top. That's cute. Textiles. I tried to bait you into commenting on the last video when I mentioned underwear and swimsuits and design, and like I was gonna start doing it. I thought, oh, that'll get a zinger back from her, but no. All right. So there's some not idea of fairness, it's justice. Also, they talk in these cards, right? It's talking about like, hey, what you put out, you get in, and maybe kind of rethinking how you're gonna do things. That's it. How you're going to operate, and go through these things. Whew. Yeah. All right, what do we got? King of Pentacles in reverse, High Priestess in reverse, and Ace of Swords. Well, Ace of Swords is just a reminder to, like, hey, you were given this gift, right? You were given this gift. King of Pentacles in reverse. So Pentacles, earthly stuff, the accumulation, the gathering of it, the security of it. And this is saying, hey, you don't need, you don't need a kingdom to get started. Remember what you were given. That's what it's saying. But now, High Priestess in reverse as the center card. That's the one I'm going to have to read. Because normally, I think she's just a beaut of a card. Normal, upright, regular. About that inner journey and balancing and getting to the heart of it. And just... Well, I want to read her. I want to read her. I'm reading for you. I'm reading her in a reading for you. What's her name? So normal High Priestess. The blueprint of mind, body, and spirit, and the sanctum of the inner self. It's funny because I'm like starting to really relationship with my body and how important it is. Oracle, occult, enigma, authenticity, mystery, intelligence. And in reverse, weakness and shallow. Mm-hmm. Remember your gifts. And this is just this is the one gift that you're given all four. At the beginning of our journey, we're given all four of these big gifts, right? Here you go, Momo. Have some Mo. And right now you're being reminded of how strong your mind is, how brilliant you are, right? Because there's something in there that's kicking around that you're having doubts about. And it feels like it's tied to money. Like, if I was going to read this, and I seriously, it's saying there's something in there that's really making you doubt. Not really, but like it's a little yucky worm that keeps popping its head up, saying, you know, there's limitations. You've got limitations. Somehow there's physical limitations. And this is your reminder that you're only as limited as you feel. And I feel like the limitations are shallow, right? The limitations are weak. But when you look at a big stone wall, until you run up and touch it and punch it up against it, you don't know if it's a movie prop, you know, that you can just tear through, or if it's actual stone, or, you know, is it big, giant, thick rocks that are 20 feet deep, or is it a facade, right? So, and this is kind of saying, whatever concerns you have, and about resources and money, it's really a facade. It's what do you call it? Like, how do you say it? Not breakable, but like easily, like once you get up to it, you'll see it and be like, oh, that's what it is. Whew. The one time, pre-spirit, pre-universe, pre-God feelings, when I had my first big, like, epiphany night, whatever, when I realized the difference between love and fear and how those are the big motivators. I was about 32, alone in Dothan, Alabama, in an apartment, disconnected from everybody, didn't have a phone, no internet. And what was my point? I can't really remember now. But oh, I remember now. I fell into a pit of despair, not depression, but just down a dark pit. And I said, I didn't fight it. I was like, all right, if we're going down, I'm going down. Let's see what's down there. And all of a sudden, the big dragons that were down there seemed really small when I looked at them. And I'm not being like, you know, figurative. It was real. Like, I was like, I mean, they wouldn't even show themselves to me. They were so small. And yeah. But that was like, you got to get in there to know what these dragons are when you're ready. Yeah. All right. Well, when are we ready? What are we ready for? I don't even know. I feel like we're talking career-wise because you and I have talked about this stuff on comments, but it could be anything, you know? Anywhere you're thinking you're doubting your true strengths, you know, and remember, you were given all of them, not just this one. You're the magician. You were given it all. And now you're the magician who knows what all the minor arcana, turbulence of life is all about. We already know you're what I consider royal, spiritually royal. Doesn't mean you're any better. It just means that you're thinking about life on a different plane, right? And you understand it on a different plane. And like we said, we're lucky, we're blessed that we've gotten to where we've gotten. But man, doesn't this feel like a threshold to something else? Like all this healing stuff we're doing, to me, it felt like the end goal or the main thing, and now it feels like it's a precondition to whatever's next. Whatever's next, Momo. I don't know, no, how it's gonna go. But yeah, I feel like you're setting the conditions. You've gathered yourself. You're understanding. You're loving yourself. You're protecting your energy. Yeah, the conditions are there, or either they're almost there, getting there. You know what I mean? You know exactly, because you know when the wisdom that comes out of you and some of the others in the comments, it's like, oh my gosh, how did I not see that? Or like, what a beautiful reminder. And it just shows, or it's so well said that it like really sticks. And I mean, that's what we're here for, to exchange all that. But it also shows me that you guys have been through it, you know, and so we've lived it. And sometimes that feels awesome and amazing and huge, and sometimes it feels like, well, duh, I mean, that's what we do. Yeah. I don't know. So it feels like you are setting the stage. You're setting the stage, but you're not going to start this play until everything is right. But you just don't have to worry about it. Yeah. All right, what's next? The Emperor. The Five of Cups in reverse. And the Five of Pentacles upright. Okay. This is, to me, if it's about change, and this guy's got a decision to make, and it feels like you're going forward. I mean, it's like, okay, this guy is stalled, and then you flip it, unstalled. And then this one's moving no matter what. They're like, well, it's go time, you know, we'll figure it out as we go. And then there's the Emperor. Two fives and a 4. 4, 5, 5. I mean, that's almost a 5, that Emperor. It was almost 5, 5, 5. That's crazy. So the Emperor, he just looks so secure. And he doesn't look like he's in any hurry. He doesn't look like anybody's troubles and rushes are really gonna move him. You know, like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. We'll take care of it. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. That's the statement. Don't you worry. However things work out, don't you worry. You got the strength. Oh, yeah. Is it significant that he's all oranged up? Is this the orangiest card in the deck? What is the significance of the orangey red? I mean, oh, you know, the orangiest one is the Knight of Wands. He's got a Knight of Wands kind of flavor right now, to me. Moving forward. Moving forward, but without the, what do you call it? Like that crazy energy of the Knight of Wands. Like, that just seems like passion. Go, great. This guy's like, yeah, we're moving forward, but on my terms. That goes well with the feeling I get from you, Momo. We're moving forward, but on my terms. I don't see you sitting, like, just from what you've said, and you type energetically, like you come alive in the comments, and so I don't see you as a sitter on the outside, but I do see you kind of now in command of yourself. And that's what this Emperor is showing, is someone in command of themselves. And yeah, feels like you're reaching up there. You know, there's a lot of masculine energy here too. It starts out kind of neutral. Oh, it's pretty. You know what it's telling me? It's telling me that you've had to expend a lot of energy to get to this place in your life, right? Mental energy, physical energy, like the physical energy of building a life, but then that other energy that's not, it's mental, physical, spiritual energy to like then center yourself. Yeah. But yeah, change is coming. You're totally in charge of it. It looks like. Totally. I'm not going to use that word again. You've got some say. How about that? All right, we got the 9 of Swords, the 3 of Wands, and the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. You've been there, done that. This guy's looking over all the possibilities. Did I say 3 of Wands? I meant 2 of Wands. I feel like this has opened you up to this. And then 10 of Pentacles on the other side. So if I'm saying, or in reverse. So if I'm saying this is the center card, this is you looking out securely, waiting for the right opportunity. And I'm cheating a little bit because I already know you kind of are. But 10 of Pentacles in reverse. That's interesting. I don't think I've seen it like that. So to me, the 10s are like, the 9s are, you've kind of accomplished this thing for yourself. You've mastered yourself in the physical world, you know? And then 10 is you start to like give those gifts away, spread it out to the community. You know, your Wands journey where this guy's haggard, he's heading back to town probably to share his experience and wisdom, you know? And the Pentacles, it's now Pentacles for everybody, you know, the whole town. And but in reverse, what does that mean? I don't know, so I'm going to read it. All right. Pentacles, that's in the P's, Cups, Pentacles. 10 is somewhere between 9 and Page. Book of Life. That's the one. Book of Life. Oh, now I didn't know what that meant before, and I looked it up, and it was big. It was. I feel like it was like the spiritual gifts side, the real big connection spiritually. And is that what opportunity you're looking for, or is that what you're carrying with you forward? I'm like, it's hard for me to tell right this second. Are you looking for an opportunity to integrate like yourself, you know, your whole self? You know what I'm talking about. Your whole self into what you do here, down here? Or is the fact that you've been through it and now you're on this plane, right? Like this is the end of the earthly stuff. At least taking it serious, right? We're this phase of life, this night of life is basically shedding all the darkness sheds the light. It's almost the opposite of light creating the shadow. This shadow helps you see the light. You're finally poking out through it and realizing it is, man, and I love that word shadow. All of a sudden, it is, a shadow is nothing, right? A shadow is actually nothing, and we find that out. And now you're growing spiritually, you're growing gifts, and now you're ready for the next opportunity. I see it. I see it. I see you. No, I don't. I don't see you. I feel you, bro. Well, I feel like if we pull more cards, it's just going to keep saying the same thing in different ways now. Because I feel like we've gotten the story, the situation. But man, that Sun and the Moon card together, where'd they go? I've got a big mess here. It's a big, beautiful mess. And isn't that what life is? Just a big, beautiful mess. Well, I'm going to leave it at this. But let's practice our goodbyes. No, I haven't told you I love you yet. Oh, because it's so specific. Hi, I'm Trip. This is Real Nature Trip. I'm doing a big special birthday message for Momo. If you sat through this, you are insane unless your name is Momo. Um, but yeah, if you are not the Momo that I'm speaking to, but you are a Momo and you found this, well, isn't that fun? And I hope it suited you because I was reading for a person I know a few details about. But to the Momo that I do know, uh, it's been a pleasure having you part of the scene, my scene, and yeah, I'm excited to see how your adventure continues to unfold. This has been really cool. Thank you for all you do. I accept you and what you've done and how you've had to do it, and I'm sure there are parts of you that are like woof, and I accept them because I've got my own woofs, and so and I accept how I've had to handle them and do the thing. And so I do love you, Momo, and I hope you have a wonderful birthday. And this is your New Year's, right? Like, this is, boom, this is your first day on Earth, or anniversary of. And so I hope you enjoy your personal New Year's and your Christmas and your solstices and your equinoxes and your moons and your actual New Year. And did I say Christmas? Yeah, because Christmas. Look at me, I'm all Christmassy. Just for you. I am a gift to you. No. All right. I hope this was enjoyable. All right. And it was 31:31 when I was saying that. So I wish I could go back and stop the clock right there. Okay, that's it. Goodbye.